1, 2, 3.
And we're
Welcome to the first episode of the Awkwardly Awesome podcast.
Thank you.
I'm here with my best friend here, Mr. Phillip. And I am your host, Ivan. How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good.
Pretty good?
Work
You
was
good?
work. As the saying goes.
As the saying goes, it's Friday though.
But yes, it's amazing.
Okay, it's
Yo,
Friday.
do you what bank do you have?
Should we say that out loud? I have a bank.
Well, I bank with Wells Fargo. We're not sponsored yet.
Oh my god.
But they have a thing where they pay you like early on. Like, so I don't get paid on Fridays when I usually
okay,
they
yeah,
pay
you
me
get that
a day early, yeah. So I get paid on Thursday. So I can actually pay my bills, because what used to happen to me is I used to pay the bills on Friday when I got paid, and then Saturday and Sunday they wouldn't take out the money because it's the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I got all this money, like I'm just swiping left and right, and then
And they haven't even taken it out.
Monday hits and I'm in negatives, and I'm like, it's like, what happened? And I was like, I paid some bills. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. And then since we have our like savings, and then my card, I have like a set amount that I can use throughout the week. It's bad. It's really bad. Well, it was bad, and then Wells Fargo started doing that, and I was like, "Maná del cielo." Yeah, it
That's how you want to start off? Talking about how no money we have.
It's being real, bro. But yeah.
Let me tell you, brother. We've been trying to like plan vacations and stuff. We're like, oh, let's do this. Let's go this. Let's go there. Got no money for that, man.
Yeah, it's
barely get a
it's
hotel
crazy.
here.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
that inflation ain't no joke.
Kills you. That gas?
It ain't no
What
joke.
is it, 30 something right
I'm
now?
about to go work for Universal. I heard they're gonna start their employees off at 17.
That's
an
funny
hour
that
now.
you brought that up. That's in my topic list.
Oh, what? Like
your old jobs.
My past jobs.
Yeah.
Dude, at Universal.
Tell me how
hands
many
down, number
jobs
one.
have you had?
All right, so Universal was number one. After Universal, I started working at the Amway Center, where they do the basketball games. I was a runner for the VIP booths and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. Then after that, I started working at Tikal, and I was working both of those jobs. So I would work Tikal's from 6 a.m. to 3:30, go home, eat, shower, go to the Amway Center at 5 o'clock before the event started. By 11 is usually when we were done, we had everything wrapped up. And then I'd get home around 12 because downtown traffic at 11. I don't know why everybody wants to be on the road.
Stuff.
Yeah, and after the game, so that was crazy. Anyways, I went off topic. So it was those two. I worked Amway and Tikal for a while as an assembler. Then I left Tikal, started working construction, did that 2 years.
Sorry to cut you off. If you guys don't know, obviously there's no way you're gonna know, but Tikal is like an assembly job.
Yeah.
And everyone that lives here in Central Florida works there. It's either they're
Ocoee.
Yeah.
Everyone in Ocoee works
they
there.
either live there, they work there early as their beginner job, or they stay there for like 20 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, continue. So you were in construction.
Yes. So I did construction 2 years, and then after that, I worked for a company called B-Shays that they did some work for the construction company that I worked for. And then, it was PCL. So PCL is a subcontractor. So we hire other companies to do the work. And then we do some like concrete work and all that stuff. But they hire on other companies to do like AC units and stuff. So I did construction for those 2 years. Then after construction, I got with B-Shays, which is one of the companies that they had hired on. And I worked for them that lasted 2 weeks. Because week 2, they were like, halfway through the job, they were like, oh, we don't have material. We forgot to order like material. And I was like, do I still get paid for like the day? And they're like, well, no, but you still have, you're going to have the rest of the day off though. And I was like, no, I want to work. Like, I got bills to pay. I want to, well, at that time I was living with my mother. So Bless that woman's heart.
Shout out.
And she was not like charging me rent or anything. So I was like, no, like I'm trying to save up so I can move out of my parents' house. So yeah, it was that. And then that didn't work out. So then I contacted TCAL again. And I was like, yo, will you guys take me back?
Please.
And then, yeah. So then I started working at TCAL and been there since.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
How are you feeling emotionally? Are you like, or like, how are you feeling about work? Sorry, there's a fly. I almost got attacked there for a second.
Excuse you.
Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel emotionally about where work? Like, because when you were younger,
yeah,
what did you dream of doing as an adult?
Oh, dude, when I was younger, I always wanted to be in construction. Like, I always wanted to be a architect.
Okay.
Like, when I was younger, I was really into art. Yeah. I loved, like, doing all that. And kind of, I kind of have a foot in the door with that.
Okay.
Because right now I'm doing AutoCAD and Inventor and all that stuff at work. So they moved me up to engineering. So that was a blessing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So I kind of, like, I would, like, if somebody would give me dimensions and stuff and be like, hey, like, I want to design a building within this area. Like, I know how to do that.
So you're not too far off from where
I wanted to be as a kid. Yeah.
So you're not like sad or anything about it.
No. I do wish I would have gone to school like a little earlier while I was living with my mother. Like, I was like, I can do that later. Like, I just got to move out of the house. Like, that was my number one priority. Okay. Like, that's everyone's priority.
You didn't do like no college, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't do any college.
Dang.
Because right after, I'm gonna get personal. So right after I graduated, before I graduated high school, 17, my mother and my father got a divorce.
Yeah.
So that complicated all the FAFSA and all that stuff. My mother couldn't afford to put me through college, neither my father. Imagine 5 kids. So yeah. So that's what ultimately led to me going
Just
straight
going to
into work.
work.
Yeah, right after school. Then I was like, you know what? I'll just go to work, save up a bit, use that to pay for school, and then do that. And then I was like, oh, I gotta get a car though.
Yeah.
So then I bought a car, and then like it's just things. My priorities were all over the place. Like the car, yes, was like I did need a car to be able to go to work and school. But then after I got the car, like I just started making more money, and I was like, I just started wasting my money on dumb stuff.
Yeah. Dang, bro.
Yeah. It sucks. Young minds.
Is that what you would tell your younger self, kind of?
Oh yeah, I'd be like, yo, don't buy the speakers.
God,
don't buy the radio.
I remember the speakers.
Dude, I had like 50 speakers in my room. It was ridiculous for no
room is
reason.
so
Because
small.
I'd put it would go up to 32, my radio.
Yeah.
I'd put it up to 3, and my mother would be banging on the door.
Stupid.
So yeah, I couldn't even use it. I had all these speakers for no reason. So,
How much does speakers cost you?
I think it was like 800.
Oh my god.
It was like 500 to 800, somewhere around there.
Back then? And that's expensive now. Imagine back then.
Yeah.
When we were broke.
Yeah. But I mean, it was sick. It was Sony. It came with a subwoofer, 2 speakers, and then I bought some tweeters. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because I tried, well, growing up, I had no idea. I still to this point was like, I had no idea what I want to do. People would be like, oh, I want to do this and this. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I think I could do that. Because I remember I had a friend who was like,
you know what you wanted to do.
Oh, it took me a while.
MLS.
I wanted to play soccer, like professional soccer, but I didn't start playing until like I was 10.
Yeah.
So from like there to like maybe 12, I have like, because I had a friend who's like, I want to be an astronomer. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I think I can do that. I like space.
Yeah.
But now I was an adult, like I don't like space, bro. I don't care about it. I took an astronomy class too in college, and I was like, this is so stupid.
It's a little boring. It's more exciting when you think you have to look at it like the big picture.
Yeah.
Like when you look at astronomy and you're like, okay, it's stars. I'm like, all right.
It wasn't even that. It was just like, there's like a lot of math to it compared to because you gotta like I don't want to know any of this. Like it's interesting to point. Yeah. Like after that, you're like, okay, I get it now.
Just tell me the math. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do no math or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like that, and then once I started playing soccer, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be a professional soccer player. Even though I was not that good. I was good enough for me.
You were pretty good,
but I was never like, I'm gonna be a professional soccer player kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then as soon as high school ended, you stop playing soccer, and then you're like, dang, what do I do? And bro, I had like a serious identity crisis after that. Up until maybe like now.
Yeah. I guess same. I never really thought of like what I wanted to do career wise. Like I was always I don't know, it's weird. I was a weird kid. I never thought about the future. I was always like
live in the moment.
Yeah, I always used to live in the moment.
I thought about the future way too much.
Yeah.
As a kid. I feel like that kind of messed me up. That stopped me from living in the moment because I didn't do enough. It's like those are one of my regrets. I didn't do enough in school. Like the things I wish I did. Like I only played one sport. I wish I did like basketball or like I wanted to play tennis in high school.
Yeah.
Just to
at your
try.
school?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to Evans.
Yeah,
We didn't have none of that stuff. Yeah.
No comment.
I think in Evans, all I had was football or basketball.
Yeah.
That was it. Or band.
You could have played soccer. You probably would have made the team too.
Soccer? Nah, heck no, dude.
No offense, Evans.
I wouldn't.
Alumni who played soccer.
Nah, I wouldn't have made it. Well, Evans, they're fast as heck. Like I saw their games like with, against Axel. Dude, they were fast. they were running.
Anyways, but yeah, guys, seriously, I had like an identity crisis. Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, after graduation, I tried the college thing. I'm like, I don't even want to do this. It was like doing school over again. I didn't like school in the first place.
Yeah.
Like I could do it if I really applied myself. I just was not having it, bro. I did not like doing homework. I don't mind doing the classwork and stuff because you're there doing it. Like that's what you're meant to do. But once I left it, I was out. Like I clocked out. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I feel like going straight into Universal really helped me open up too. Because I used to be like shy.
You loved
really
that
shy.
job too.
Dude, Universal was a great job. Like it really opened me up. Like I never used to like talking to people.
Yeah.
I was always like I guess introvert. But I was really an extrovert and I didn't know it until that job.
You just had to blossom.
Yeah, I just had to blossom, I guess. But I don't know. In high school, I always kept to myself. I never really like talked to too many people.
Yeah.
I was always like ironically, the black sheep of the stuff. Like I was always following the rules and stuff. Like because we had dress code and stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently we couldn't wear V-necks either. And I was like, why not? And they were like, oh, it's something like with gangs or something. They were trying to start a gang, like V-neck gang or something. I was like, that's so dumb. But it was a thing.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Everybody was always like trying to be a rebel or something. I was like, I'm going to follow the rules.
Yeah.
I was like the little goody two shoes. And then I started working at Universal. And then there's more goody two shoes in the world.
You don't know how big the world is until you're out there, bro.
Oh, yeah. And then like actually like having a reason to talk to people. Like I guess that was like my anxiety when I was younger. Like I never wanted to really talk to anybody because I was like, what are we gonna talk about? Like are they gonna think like what I'm talking about is stupid? Like and stuff like that. I was like, but nobody really cares about that.
Yeah.
Like, conversations are conversations. And at Universal you would start off. I used to be a attraction attendant. So it would be like they had different positions. So I guess that's what I liked about it too. You weren't doing just one thing.
Yeah.
So you were in the front. You were greeting people coming into the ride. Then you had the fast pass queue people. So we'd scan the fast pass and stuff like that. And then you would have where you would buckle the people.
Make sure everyone's safe. And
make
stuff,
sure everybody's safe. Yeah. So you would do those 3 turns, and then you'd have a 15-minute break after you did each round.
Okay.
So it was a great job. Like you don't feel overworked or anything. Dude, it's great.
And then they fired you, right?
Yeah.
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
For you guys don't even know, but I've known Phillip since we were little kids. We grew up in this.
I don't even know what age we started talking.
I've known you for a long time, especially during that period. Yeah. And you just were not. So you were going to work late and stuff, right?
Oh, dude, you should like cut away and like put like a picture of us.
Yeah, us little kid. Yeah.
In the play. Where
oh my god! In the church play.
Yes, in the church play. You got to put that one up there.
I just put it right there.
Yeah, when you're like, for you guys who don't know, just Just pop that bitch. Pop it up right there.
But yeah, you were going like to work and stuff, right?
Yeah, I didn't have my car. That's why getting my car was like my number one focus, because I was, my poor sister, she was working, going to school, and taking me to work and stuff. So I didn't want to take the city bus because when I was younger, I had a very bad experience. So my mom had got a job, and it used to be my father worked, my mother stayed at home and raised us and stuff, but I was the baby of the house. Once I got to an age where I could walk and talk and I could communicate with them, and like my mother started to work, and that was when I was in the 2nd grade, like when I was like communicating good, and like I'd talk to them about my day and stuff like that. So that's when my mother started to go to work. My sisters and stuff would like babysit us while she was at work and stuff. And one day I missed the bus to go to school. So my mother was like, "You're taking the city bus."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Frick." And I was like, "All right, I guess like that's my fault."
Yeah.
So I took the city bus to school. On the way back home, I missed the school bus because I wanted to play with my friends after school. And I was like, I did it on the way here. I can do it on the way back. On the way back, completely different story. The bus was crowded.
Yeah.
This lady had a Chucky doll.
Wow.
It wasn't even October or anything. She just had a Chucky doll with her. And I was like, what the heck? Yeah. And then a mother comes in with her child, and the little girl's just yelling at the top of her lungs. And then I'm pretty young at this age too. So I look over and I'm like, did the doll move? And I was like, no. I was like, get me off this bus. And I was like, but I can't walk home. This is too far. So I was like, I was shaking, and I was like, just looking in the corner. Yeah. I was trying not to look at the doll because I was like, if that doll moves, I'm dead. Like, I'm gonna die. And I was a heavier set kid, heavier than I am now. And I would not have gotten away from Chucky. He would have got me quick.
He would have stabbed you in the back.
Yeah. He would have got me. So yeah. And then I think after that day, I was like, I don't like.
After that, you're never taking the city bus again.
I mean, I'm pretty sure now I would.
Yeah.
I have my car, so there's no need to. But for a while, I was like traumatized.
Yeah.
Like,
even that took you to high school though.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
No, but like this girl was screaming like bloody murder. Like I legit thought the Chucky doll was moving or something. I was like, is it real?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's funny. You have your bus experience. I had like I had a bus thing. I rode the bus my 6th grade year.
Yeah.
The whole year. Because my parents, they worked in the same place and they go so early. Yeah. So I had no choice. I had to ride the bus. I didn't have an experience like that.
Yeah.
I even had so much like, that's, as an adult looking back, as a kid, I'm like, dang, I had so much anxiety as a kid. When you post a name on it, you're like, dang, I was really going through it. Yeah. I was like so scared of the kids in there. And I felt like the kids in there they were only like 7th, 8th, 6th graders. And I thought they were like 20 something year olds, bro. And I was like, man, these kids just, there was a couple times where they would like poke fun at me, but nothing crazy now that I look back on it. But that messed me up as a kid. Yeah. And I told my mom, like, Mom, I do not want to ride the bus. And since 6th grade, my mom from 7th to senior year did not ride the bus because of that. I felt so bad. She would take me home herself, or she would wake up early and take me to my friend's house, and then my mom, and then they would take me to school and stuff.
But wait, like
just the school bus.
Oh, they had a school bus?
Yeah, we had a school bus.
I thought you were like,
we didn't live.
We were pretty close to the school.
Only high school we were too close for the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
middle school, middle school I was a little bit farther away. They
when did you guys move to the other house?
When I was 16.
16?
Yeah.
So middle school, you guys were at the other house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even like parts of freshman year, I was still at the other house. Okay. And then I could have rode the bus then, but my mom, I just like, Mom, I do not want to. One time I missed the bus on purpose, and I lied to her, and I was like, Mom, I missed the bus. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I was like that afraid of going in there and people like messing with me.
Yeah.
So that messed me up. And I remember the buses. I feel bad. Thank you, Mother, if you're watching this, because you helped me out big time. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's funny how you look back and you're like, dang, I was really going through it.
Like how you said, like with looking back, like they were only 7th grade and you felt like they were 20.
Yeah.
Like your time, like your conception of time when you're younger is so like crazy, like compared to now. Cause like now we think of a year and we're like, oof, like that's kind of a little bit of time. Like, especially like if you're like preparing for something like a wedding or something like that.
Yeah.
A year, you're like, like that's a little bit of time to do it. But a kid, you tell a kid that, like, oh, you have to wait a year to do something.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, what? That's forever.
That is, bro.
But it's because I don't know. I feel like it's their age. Like they only experience a little bit of life. Like
I think
like
a year for them is 6th to 7th grade. That's a long time. They have to go through a whole school year plus summer. To go through a year.
No, and then like us, we've been through school and all that stuff. Like we know, like I feel like we have a more firm grip of what time is now. Like
for sure.
And I feel like it's hitting a little harder now that I'm like getting close to 30. I'm like, frick. Like I thought I would be in a way better spot than this. Thinking back at it. And like now is when I'm like, all right, I gotta hustle. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, I might watch like videos of like parenting advice or something. But I would like to teach my kids like the value of time. Okay. Before like of course money and all that stuff too, but because I feel like I started learning about money in high school like pretty late, but that's another topic. But yeah, I just want them to like know, like to value time. Like I don't know how like I'm gonna do that, but I would like to figure out like a way to do that. Yeah. Because a lot of the times I've like been meditating and like just sitting like and thinking back like of like my life and stuff, and even like present day, like I've been trying to do that, like to sit and be in the moment, analyze, see what works, see what doesn't, try to make changes in my life, because life never goes the way you plan it to go. But there are also a lot of things that you can do to try to correct it, like and I would like to see if there's a way to like teach a kid like to value time, to not make the same mistakes that I did. I felt like, oh, I got time, like I don't have to worry about that till later. Like even in my like I was like 22 and I was just like, I got time, like I don't have to think about making a business. But like thinking back on it, like if I would have started a business back when I was like fresh out of construction, if I wouldn't have joined something else, like I had nothing to lose. I was living with my mother, I had money saved up, like I was able to like make my car payments and all that stuff. If I would have just, instead of started working for B-Shays, which I lost money doing that too, because I was like, the money wasn't, it was a waste of time. Money wasn't like all that good either. So instead of doing that, if I would have just like started like my own little like company, like which is what I want to do now, like house remodeling, got a little
head start on everything.
I would have had a head start, and I would have been coasting right now, instead of right now like me struggling, like like what am I gonna do? But
Nah, I feel you. That's kind of why I'm wanting to do this. And like, like I said, as a younger, I didn't know what I was doing. As an adult, I'm like, okay. I think about what I like. I like being creative. I like taking pictures. I like doing videos. I love podcasts. That's literally all I listen to. I don't even barely listen to music. I just listen to podcasts. Even at work and stuff, it's just podcasts every day. And then so I'm like, I could try, bro. But like, you get so scared of trying things, and like that's hindered me my whole life, just being scared.
That's the
to
thing.
Do stuff.
So there was a saying, like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like, and that's like been kind of a motto of mine that I want to form into a motto. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, like I got time, or oh, I can get to it later, or maybe it might not work. Like, no, like if you feel like you want to do something and you want to just start. Like there's no better day like the present. I sound like a walking cliche right now.
It's okay.
But I mean,
you're saying true. You're speaking true.
Yeah, they're sayings for a reason. Like it's, I don't know. Like I wish somebody would have just drilled that in my head a little more.
No, you're right though. Because I always used to focus too much on the future. I would always be like, man, I'm gonna get married, because my parents got married at 23. And then they had me at 24. And I'm like, I could do that. That's what I wanted to do. Like kind of follow in their footsteps and stuff. I'm like, now that I grew up, I'm like, why would I ever want that? And then I used to just dream always so much about the future. I'm like, I'll be playing soccer somewhere. I'm gonna have a lot of money. I'm gonna be married in this. I'm gonna have 3 kids, blah, blah, blah. And like now as an adult, I still kind of think about the future a bit, but I'm like more zoned in. I'm trying to like focus on what I'm gonna do today. I'm about to preach right now. There's I'm gonna butcher this. God forgive me. There's a Bible verse that just says, just pretty much don't worry about tomorrow. Just focus on what today's I'm giving you, and that's like I'm trying to instill that every day right now. But it's been hard, bro. It's been hard. I'm not gonna lie.
It has been.
And you
gotta fight the flesh.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be like more fearless too. One of the other things, I'm very insecure of the way I talk. It's stupid, but like, now I don't care. But recording, I mean, editing this after, I'm gonna be like, I sound so stupid, blah blah. And I didn't know until I sounded the way I talk until I was like an adult. We did like a video project in high school. Yeah. Me, this other girl, and another guy. Shout out them. They're goats. But we did a little recording thing. We played the video, and then they showed it in class, and everyone was laughing when I was talking and stuff, dude. And that shook me, and I was like, dang, I sound like that? I did not know I sound way cooler in my head than how I sound like in person.
In your head, you sound like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, bro. I'm like really cool. And now I'm like, nah. But like, that messed with me. And then, but it's always been like that too. When, in classes, when they're like, they would like get passages for you to read and stuff out loud.
I used to hate that.
Bro. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Let me tell you. But yeah, when it was my turn, as soon as I said something, people would laugh. And I went into the like college and stuff too. People would like still laugh at me when I talk. After in college, I was like, I don't care anymore. Like I don't care. Like,
people are just mad immature.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know them or anything. But as a high school, I was like, man, what the heck are they laughing at me for? Like I didn't understand why. And then now I understand. But yeah, now as an adult, I don't care. But it's still like triggers me a little bit here and there. Yeah. But I'm working through that. Yeah, I'm trying to fight my fears, trying to fight my insecurities. Now I'm trying to do this. Hopefully this comes out okay. Yeah. Shout out my 5 listeners.
You guys.
All right, we're back. Sorry.
Take a dose.
Camera cut off on us. Unknowingly, we had some great conversation.
Had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah, you guys just missed some great stuff. Basically,
still gonna be great again.
Where we were talking, we're gonna come back into this. Yeah. Basically, we were talking, and I asked you, or I was telling you. Well, I asked you too, but I was telling you we grew up in church all our lives. That's what we knew. Very Christian, very Pentecostal. Yeah. Very strict, very many rules. Yeah. I want to know your experience with it, how it is. Looking back at it now as an adult, obviously you don't live that same life and stuff. Yeah. Like how's it? How do you reflect on that growing up?
So so growing up it was a little tough. There was a lot of rules. So first things first, like women not being able to wear pants, they always had to wear skirts, always below the knees. I remember my sisters like struggling to find like jean skirts. Yeah. Because that was the only thing that like looked cool. Like that wouldn't make them look like a vieja. Yeah. And then like it was just a lot of rules, and I feel like a lot of my anxieties like came from that.
Really?
Yeah. Like growing up, not being able to hang out with my friends and stuff, having to always be home, not being able to listen to like non-Christian music. It was, even though I still did. as soon as I was in middle school. Yeah. MP3 started to get big. It used to be like 512 megabytes or something some small stuff. Man, I used to load that thing up with as much music as I could. LimeWire. My computer was fidgeting. Yeah. My dad was like, I don't know what's happening with the computer. Viruses. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
I was the same way, bro.
Yeah. Dude, LimeWire. That was my social saver. Yeah. Like that was the only thing that like I could like
try to relate
with my friends. Yeah. Like it would just be the music, because going to the movies, stuff like that. Like I always used to have to make up excuses. Yeah. To like tell them I couldn't go, and it was crazy. Like I feel like there are like certain like things that you have to watch out for, and like the rules are for a reason, but not to that
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I feel like it was a little tough.
I can imagine.
Like it was
I think it's up to the individual.
Yeah.
When it comes to those kind of things, like how
Yeah.
if you feel in your heart you're like very guilty of what you do, and you're like, no, don't do it then.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like my outlook on like, I don't even think it's like my religion anymore. Like I don't feel like I'm a religious person. I'm just like, I do believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ and all that stuff. But it's more of a relationship with God rather than I'm not a religious person. I just have a relationship with God. That's how I kind of see it. Like
you don't practice religion, like you don't not too often. Like you'll go to church here and there and stuff like that, but that's not like super imposed in your heart to do all the time, and you don't feel like guilty about it or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it is good to surround yourself with people who are like-minded. Iron sharpens iron. It's good to, whenever you're like having problems or something, to be able to go up to a friend who's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. Like, especially when I feel like it's more important, like when you're younger, to hang out with like people, because when you're younger, a lot of people are still trying to figure things out and they don't know a lot of stuff, and you're going to have a lot of friends who give you bad advice. So, and that's another thing. Like, I really wish like I didn't feel like everything I did was a sin. Like I felt like almost everything was a sin. I felt like I couldn't go to my parents to talk about certain things because it would be a sin or something like that. Like,
you were scared of their scorn.
Yeah. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then after like, I guess the divorce, like my mother like lightened up on the whole religion stuff, and she's like, if you guys want to go to church, you can go to church. You guys are old, you know right from wrong.
Yeah.
I know how I raised you guys. It's up to you. And I feel like after that, like I did go crazy. It was not it was not good. And yeah, like I did a lot of dumb stuff. It's part of life. Yeah, it's part of life. You're gonna make dumb decisions. It's up to you. As long as you raise your children like correctly, like I that's one thing that I want to do differently with my children. Like I don't want them to have that fear, like, oh, like I'm gonna get scorned or something, like if I talk to them about this or something like that. Like I would like for them to confide in me, because I know that I will have their best interest in mind, and I'm not gonna tell them like, oh no, screw that, like go fight that person, like they disrespected you, this, that, and the other. Like, no, like it's life's not always like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you don't always have to seem like, oh, I'm the best. Like people make mistakes. It's okay. And I would like for my children to be able to come to me and like talk to me rather than somebody else. So
I get that. I was kind of the same way too. My parents were hella strict up until I was like in my 20s, my mid 20s, and now they're way looser, thank God. But I grew up, we would go in the car, my mom drive me everywhere, Z8 8.3, which is like a country Christian.
Bruh, but the Z8 8.3 has some bangers.
Some of them, yeah. And but the thing is, that was 20 something years ago. They still play the same songs now. Shout out them though. You guys saved me low key. Yeah. But like, yeah, that's all they listen to the radio. Not even like Spanish music. Not even like no, bro. Dude, it was only that.
What was the CD? My father found Unción Tropical. Which was like it was like a salsa stuff.
Yeah.
No deje que el bombero. Bro, they had some bangers.
There's some good songs, bro.
That had like the flow. Like it wasn't like that old like style like music and stuff like that. I remember when my father had that. That's when I was like really into like the Christian music stuff. Yeah. And then once that CD got old, I went back to the non-Christian stuff. It was bad. But I don't know.
What was your go-to? Your go-to secular artist?
Oh, dude, I was definitely a heart on my sleeve kind of youngin, and I would listen to like Usher, all that stuff. Yeah, fun. I'm not sure if I told you this, but when I was in the 5th grade, I used to have 2 friends who were females that I used to always talk to them at the car ride pickups spot. And one of them, the last day of school of the 5th grade, so we were going to go into middle school, she gave me a gift for my birthday. And it was a really late birthday gift. because my birthday's in December. But she wrapped it up and everything, and she was like, "Don't open it till you get home." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I opened it, and it was a Usher CD, and that was my first like circular like song that music that I had from my CD player. So yeah, that was
that changed your life.
that changed my life. Like after listening to those music, I was like, this is amazing. Like this sounds so cool. Like it like has a nice flow to it and all this stuff. And it was nice having like a different stuff. Like I think to this day I still listen to like a bunch of different genres. And like I don't know, like that I was like that really like the R&B stuff. Like I became an R&B person. Yeah.
I went through my phase of like not like you. The things with me and music,
wait, what CD was it? It was Confessions 2.0, I think. These are my
Confessions 2,
confessions. That's when I thought I said I like to say.
That's the thing. I don't know no lyrics. I don't know artists. I know them, but I wouldn't be like, I know that.
Oh, you can't sing it.
Yeah, I can't sing those songs. I don't know nothing about like even like Christian music.
I used to think I was a singer.
You went through a phase.
Yeah. I used to yell in your car.
The worst thing is when you bring your speaker out in public.
What do you mean? My Bluetooth
Anywhere,
speaker?
like a Bluetooth speaker.
No, but it would be like to the beach and stuff.
Okay, the beach is fine, but like we would be in the
river.
amusement park in line, and Phillip got his speaker.
For real?
Yes.
When did I go?
We would be in Busch Gardens, bro, and you have a speaker with you playing your song.
Yeah.
I'd be like, come on, bro. There's
and
people
then
around
they came out with
us.
like what was it? They didn't come out with, but the in-ear headphones.
Yeah.
Like they started to get like more better
popular,
like sound quality and stuff, and then I started using that a little more often.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, this is getting crazy now. You don't need a speaker everywhere. But anyways, yeah, the experience with church. It was like that. It was strict like that. What are your favorite parts of it? Like obviously there's a lot of negativity. A lot of negativity going to it, and I mean, sorry to cut you off, but like,
no, you're good.
For me, it was the strictness of it, obviously, and then like I learned this now as an adult, but like growing up, it was like, dang, these people are fake. They're heathens. They preach the word and they don't even live like that. Even though I was not living like that, I was fake, bro. Yeah. But like growing up like that, like it kind of messes with your mind, and that's why so many people like leave the church and stuff. They like church hurt and stuff like that, and I'm like, come on, bro. At the end of the day, people are people. They're gonna make mistakes and stuff like that. And I know that as an adult now. Yeah. As a teenager, you're like, fake. I ain't talking to you no more. You ain't right with God. No, it's not right with God at all.
That's I guess that's something that I've changed. Like growing up, I used to think like that too. Like like these people are fake. But at the same time, like you said, like I'm fake too. Like it's nobody's perfect. Like there's definitely challenges. The only perfect person that's ever walked this earth is Jesus Christ. Like there's no other person that's perfect. There are temptations, and Jesus understood that. Like there are temptations, people will fall. Like, but that's all part of it. That's why he came down here and he died for us and he shed his blood. And but the positives are definitely like the relationships. Like you did get raised, like everybody had the same mentality, like be respectful, all that stuff. Like they did instill a lot of good values. The rules, I even as a kid, like I was always like the whole not going to the movies and stuff. I was like, I'm so dumb. Like why can't we go to the movies? But as a kid, you don't really think of like a lot of the times, like they used to go to the movies to make out because it was a dark room. Nobody's really paying attention to the kids. They're all watching the movies. So the kids would like go there on dates and stuff and they'd make out. They're going with their friends, like the group of friends. But the group of friends would sit ahead.
I tried that a couple times. I ain't gonna that.
Like, but me growing up, I never experienced that up until like I was out of high school. Well, no, it was when I was in high school when I started going after the divorce. When I started to go and I saw that and I was like,
this
that's why. I was like, that's why they didn't want me going to the theaters. Because my father was always like, in the Bible it says no se sienten cientos ajenos or something like that. And they would always use that. But what that means is like, my interpretation of that verse is you have to watch where you go. Just because there's an event going on or something, and like it's like, oh, that's fun, like analyze it. What is the purpose of this and stuff like that. Like EDC, it's amazing, like all the light shows and all that stuff, but there are definitely a lot of drugs going on.
Oh, it was crazy there, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of butts and titties, and you're like, whoa.
So it's
I didn't see this in church.
Yeah. So it was definitely like a fun experience. Like it was nice, but also like there was a lot of things that like I was uncomfortable with. So I was like, yeah, it's fun, like I like it, but I'll go with friends. Yeah. Like if I go with friends, but like a small group or something like that, like it's kind of hard, like to
cut. Oh, sorry.
What happened?
Your fiance's here.
Oh, I thought that was the ice machine. Yeah.
We're back.
Oh, and then ETC, yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
Take 3. So yeah, it was a cool experience, EDC and stuff. I definitely don't regret like going or anything. Like it was a lot of fun, but it's not something that I do like every year.
Yeah.
Like it's just not my stuff. Like I'd go with my friends and stuff, like because I know I'll have a good time with them, like, and we don't have to like do any drugs or any of that stuff to have a good time. But I do drink. That's
heathen.
It's heathen. I don't know. I feel like
it's whatever makes you, bro. Whatever, like if you feel nothing about it, like it's not that serious. You know what I mean? That's how I see things.
Cause I don't know, like I won't drink and drive. Yeah. Like if I feel like I'm to the point where I feel like I'm impaired or something, like I'm not gonna drink and drive. That's what I have my fiance for. Like I don't know, like I feel like people take it to an extreme. They drink more than they have to, and I feel like that's where the sin is. Like that's where the gluttony comes in, and where it's like bad for your health and stuff. But I feel like everything in moderation is
okay. I mean, if it isn't that, there's always something else. There's always like you're always gonna have your, and to an individual, they have their own sins going on and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I think growing up for me, for church, it was definitely, I made my closest friends there, and my wife there. Yeah. Like the relationships and friendships that I made there, they're, you know, it's, and you're like you say, you're like-minded a little bit, and you kind of need that. Like the community aspect of going to church and stuff really helped me and got me through life, really. Because without it, bro, I don't know where the heck I'd be right now.
We wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be doing this for sure.
We wouldn't have met each other.
No, I mean, that's, when it comes to that, that's really, I kind of think, what else, like my favorite parts of church were like the youth camps, like, and stuff like that. Oh, dude, those are so fun, bro. Going, I mean, spiritually, you always get something out of it, and you feel so good coming back to reality, really, because you go away for 3 days and stuff, and then you're just alone with your friends, a couple adults, and you just.
I feel like it's like a lot of people say, like, when you leave, especially with they're like, oh, you leave camp and you let the fire go out, this, that, and the other. But I feel like that's normal. Yeah, like, I feel like that's part of being human.
You're like an extreme position to get closer to God. Like that's your sole purpose of going there, really. Even though I had some other things going on in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna meet my wife at this camp.
Cute. She look a little cute.
Yeah, but that did not happen. But you go there with attentions, and then you always end up, feeling very fulfilled. By what's going on there, the Holy Spirit and God and stuff like that, and you always feel closer to your friends and stuff like that. The things about it though, bro, those nights, you wouldn't know because you are a horrible sleeper. You just go to sleep at 8 o'clock no matter the time. But bro, when they start talking about demon stories, bro.
I was awake during those stories. When Charles was talking about, he saw the he would always pray for the spirit of what is it called? Discernment or something like that. That's like that he could like see in the spirit, like, and he said that he would see demons jump from like people into dogs like on the street and stuff, and I was like, What?
Yo, that would mess.
Like,
Those
yeah.
nights messed me up in
Yeah.
church. Michael, if you're watching this, bro, you've scarred me
Oh,
for
the
life.
fight?
He would always be the one to do it, bro. And then as we grew up, he would
it's
just people.
pretty
That's the
bad too,
people they would go to him, be like, Michael, tell us this demon story that you experienced. Bro, you messed me up though. I hated
You have
those.
to have Michael on here to tell the story because I
need to
don't
have
want to say
Michael.
it. So,
bro.
ruin it. Yeah, so you can have Michael on.
I want to
yeah.
talk to him about some stuff. But
Dude, yeah. It was crazy.
Bro, oh my goodness, bro, those messed me up. And my only relief was after hours of talking about like demons and stuff.
Yeah.
We do like a little prayer, be like, God protect us from
Yeah.
this. That's the only relief I got. Because I would be so
I think that's
scared.
why I used to fall asleep early too, because I was like, I don't want none of this nonsense,
Bro.
I just bawled my eyes out.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah, it would always.
I
be
don't want to
post-
get scared
Post
now.
Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
When you have mocos all over your face and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Dude, I hated those. That's the only thing. Other than that, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, Phillip. First segment. This is the first thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it yet though, but we're gonna be ranking some food,
Oh. All right.
and we're gonna do fast food.
Fast food.
Fast
all right.
food burgers specifically. Now
right,
I'm
let me pull
only
up the list.
no. There's no criteria. The only criteria really is out of sheer love for you personally with these
All right.
restaurants. I want to give you your top. Should we do 3 or 5? What do you think?
I can do top 3.
You can do top 3.
Yeah. I can do top 3.
Go 3, 2, 1 though.
All right.
Rank your top 3 out of the list I sent you.
Off rip, I'm gonna hit you with my most hated one.
Okay.
And it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the hate ones too. Yeah.
Number 1 hated, McDonald's.
Whoa! I did not expect that.
Yeah.
You
And
hate
then-
McDonald's?
Yeah. I can't out of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's is definitely like on the bottom of that list. Dude, I haven't had McDonald's in. Well, no, I had McDonald's like
Yesterday.
3 weeks ago.
Oh.
No, yeah, 3 weeks ago. But it's because my coworker, like we usually go to lunch together.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, like let's go to McDonald's." And I was like, sure, whatever.
Okay.
I got myself a McChicken. No, it wasn't a McChicken. I got a 10-piece nugget.
Yeah.
And
They got spicy
McDouble.
nuggets back.
And then McDouble, $2.69.
Yeah, it's expensive now, bro.
When I
Inflation.
stopped eating at McDonald's, the McDoubles were like $1.60 or something. I was like, what happened? The price almost doubled. I was like, this is crazy.
Wait, is that why you hate it though?
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
no, it's like the like even the flavor. Like I don't know. I would much rather spend $9 on a meal at BurgerFi,
Okay.
which is number 1.
Number
on
1.
my
Okay.
list. I love BurgerFi.
Okay.
I would rather much spend $10 on a BurgerFi
Okay.
meal rather than. Well, it's not even meal because you have to buy the
You have to buy
fries
the
and
fries
burger
too.
separate.
But you
yeah.
would rather do that
But
than
I would
go to
rather
McDonald's.
spend $10 on just a burger than go to McDonald's and spend $10 on their burger and
Yeah.
fries.
Did you have like a go-to meal at McDonald's?
Oh yeah. When we were younger, we lived off of McDonald's.
Yeah.
I used to love McDonald's. We used to, but it's because of the price.
Yeah.
Now that the price went up, you get the same quality of food, you get the same quality of customer service.
Yeah.
And it's no longer worth it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would much rather go to Chick-fil-A or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So number 1, BurgerFi.
Uh-huh.
Let me see that list again. All right, number 1, BurgerFi. Second would be Five Guys. Of course, yeah.
Five Guys.
Five
is
Guys.
So fire, bro. You want to talk about prices though? That's
Oh,
deep.
yeah.
It's the burgers are so fire though.
Five Guys
feel,
is
yeah.
no, but it's worth it though. Like you get you can taste the quality
Yeah.
in it. But BurgerFi is above Five Guys because of that customer service. Like I haven't yet gone there and had attitude from someone.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
And then what's number 3? I don't know, dude. I've been to Culver's 4 times and I still haven't gotten a burger from them.
Fake.
I got a chicken sandwich thing.
Okay.
I guess number 3, Steak and Shake.
Oh my
But no.
gosh.
It's because of the taste. I don't know. I've never been to Hardee's. Wendy's. I like Wendy's.
Yeah.
But I prefer Steak and Shake's
burgers.
taste.
Oh my goodness.
If we're going based off of taste, Steak and Shake
It's
is number 3.
controversial
But if we're
already.
going off of
Yeah. Okay. It's your preference. It's
if
your
we go-
preference. I'm just
yeah.
judging you. That's it. That's crazy.
If it's off of convenience, then it would be Wendy's.
Yeah, it's whatever. I said no criteria, just whatever you love.
Stop judging me.
Okay. Off the rip, I'm going with what I hate. Overrated, In-N-Out. I didn't have it in California.
Yeah.
But let me tell you my things with In-N-Out right now. I went to Texas. We tried it. We're like, oh, it's gonna be so good. It's so hyped. Overhyped, ridiculously. First of all, the menu, what you're supposed to order is like, I guess they're double with animal style or whatever. That's not on the menu. You have to go and tell them. It's like the secret menu, even though everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
But bro, I social anxiety. I'm gonna be like, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna tell them this.
They're gonna be like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, like that's not real. And I would be so embarrassed, and I would die in the inside. So I just got the normal burger and like cheese fries. That crap.
That's
burger,
probably where you went wrong. You probably animal style probably would have.
It probably would have been better.
Story.
But I was like, put it on the menu.
That's your problem. You didn't take me. I would have asked for you.
Whenever we're in an In-N-Out preference situation, we figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, that was my thing. Put it on the menu by now. It's so popular. Just put it on the menu. Ease my anxiety.
But that's what gets the people going.
Yeah.
No, it's like that. It's the if it's not for like that secret menu, nobody's gonna want to go. Yeah. Oh, dude, you should have had Teak, the Teak Bar and Grill.
I never heard of that.
No?
No.
Oh, dude, I have to take you one of these days. Dude, that one's gonna easily. That one knocks.
Is that Florida, Central Florida based?
I think so.
This is more nationwide kind of thing. Oh, okay. But I feel you. We definitely got to go.
Well, no, because nationwide,
for the most part,
In-N-Out isn't nationwide.
But like people know about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Second thing. Steak and Shake horrible. I don't know why you put that 3. That's ridiculous.
Shake, no, because the customer service is definitely down there.
That's probably the worst restaurant.
It would have been number 2 if it wasn't because their burgers are so good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because the burgers, they make them thin and it has that crispy outside. It's so good. Okay. But just their customer service right there.
It's horrible, bro. Anyways, number 3, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do McDonald's number 3.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna do McDonald's.
I knew it was gonna be on your top 3.
Of course it is. It's McDonald's. That's the go. A fast food restaurant. That's the go.
Remember
restaurant.
those late nights when we used to order 20?
Yeah, it'd be like
20 McDoubles,
like,
20
yeah, it'd be like 10
McChickens.
McDoubles, 10 McChickens, and like fries.
We were
so stupid. We never ate it all either.
Yeah,
we wasted so much money. For like but that's when they were like $1.
Oh, when Angel was there with us.
Yeah,
they would get finished.
It was worth it though. That's when they had the dollar menu and stuff. Like it was so easy to do.
Heck yeah.
Now we can't do that. We just spend like $50-$60 on that.
Not with these bills.
Number 2, I'll do Five Guys.
Okay.
I love Five Guys.
I knocked Five Guys off of my second.
The burgers is so good.
Teak is my second. I'm gonna take you there. We're gonna go next week. Let's do it next week.
Bet. Yeah, Five Guys. I love Five Guys so much. The burgers are so good, bro. Even the fries, fire. And the way they do it too, just dump it in there. I love that. I freaking love that. Yeah. And they're always warm and stuff. Yeah. Number 1's a little controversial too. I'm putting Burger King there as my favorite burger place. I love Burger King burgers. I think they're better than McDonald's.
Burger King burger is on par with their service.
Their service brings it to 0.
It's on par
and
with
the restaurant
Steak and
too. The restaurant itself is horrible.
It's so bad.
It's bad.
The best part about Burger King is getting my
food.
crown.
Just the food and the crown. Yeah, you get a little thing with it.
The burgers are good though. Their Whoppers are good.
Now I just order through the app, drive through, come back. That's it. That's I don't need to step inside or nothing. That's true. Bro, but I've always loved their burgers too. Yeah. And
it actually tastes like it was on a grill.
Yeah, and I stopped going for a long time just because I remember we had an experience. We went to the restaurant. We ate there, and I looked up in the ceiling, and it was like thousands and thousands of like flies or bugs in the lights.
Oh yeah,
yes, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, and we were still eating. We were like, well, okay, that's weird, but that like messed me up.
Well, that was a Burger King out in Pine Hill.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, but it was crazy. And after that, I stopped going for a while. But now that there's really nothing here to eat, we go to Burger King. Yeah. Bro, I freaking love Burger King burgers so much.
Yeah,
just it's everything.
Yo,
Number 1, Burger King. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I used to think Pine Hills was like the hood. But then I went
way
to
worse.
I went to driving by what is that, Ivy Lane. That's hood. Like that's a tough spot to drive through. Like I was actually like a little worried.
You were scared a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped at a red light, and there was, like, a group of people, like, on the corner just staring at my car. And I was like, Lord, Jesus, take the wheel. Because I was like, not today.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was, that was definitely, like, a little sketch. And I'm pretty sure it was, like, all in my head or something. But
Probably.
it was still, like...
You never know, though.
Yeah.
Me and my brother
Like,
were driving.
Like a tough spot. Like, if every house you pass has... like metal fences on their windows, you know it's a tough spot. Yeah. Like in my neighborhood, it was like 1 or 2 like houses had them, but out there it was like every house. So I was like, yeah. That was definitely like.
I remember, brother, one time we're driving just on Pine Hills going to Altamont.
Yeah.
And we pulled up behind this guy at a light, and the guy he grabbed his fingers, put them together. He pointed at his side mirror. He went like this to me and Alex, and we were right behind him. He was like, "Papa." And me and Alex looked at each other, and we laughed at him. And then afterwards, I'm like, this guy could kill us for laughing at him right now if he wanted to. But that was crazy for us. That's
that dude must have been going through it.
It was weird, and we were just dead staring at him too from his mirror, looking at us, and we're like, "Whoa, this is kind of crazy." But anyways, I think we could call it a good first episode.
A good wrap, yeah. I think if I was in that situation, like right now, where I am in life, I would have probably blown him a kiss. If somebody does like, I would like.
You would have died. We would never see you again.
Like you get pissed.
Your car would have been crashed somewhere.
Nah, screw them.
Anyways, thank you guys.
It's been real.
What should I say? Just thank you for watching, listening, like, subscribe, do that stuff.
Hit that like button.
Sure.
Share.
5 stars. Do that stuff. I hear that all the time.
5 stars.
Yeah, on Spotify they rate your thing. If you hate it, say it, but don't just still give us 5 stars. You don't have to. You don't have to wait 1 star.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys.
We're
for
open to
listening.
critiques.
I'm Ivan. This is Phillip. Links in the description. Follow us. Thank you. Peace.